Okay, now that we've learned all those cool facts about those three peculiar penguins, it's time for us to learn how to draw a penguin of our own. So we're going to be making this cute little guy. And first thing we need to do is make sure we have our pencil, and we need to make sure we've got our paper going the right way. So our paper is going nice and tall today, okay? Nice and tall. Not long, tall, okay? So the first thing we need to do is we need to draw our penguin. Now, my penguin's pretty big. Look at him. He's bigger than my hand, isn't he? He's really big because we want to add all kinds of cool details to our penguin. So we need to make sure he's nice and big. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw his body. Now let's take a look at his body. What shape is that? Does that look like an egg? Absolutely. It's an egg shape or an oval. So I'm going to start right in the middle, and I'm going to draw that egg shape, that egg-shaped oval. Right there in the middle. Does yours have to be perfect? Absolutely not. Could it be more of a circle? Sure, that's fine. We learned about those three different penguins, and did they look exactly alike? Nope, they did not. So your penguin doesn't have to look like that if you don't want it to. So if you drew more of a circle, that's fine. You're just going to have a circular penguin. Okay, so now that we got our egg, what we're going to do is we're going to draw a smaller egg inside of it. Draw a smaller egg inside. Now our penguin needs some eyes. So I'm going to draw two circles. Two big circles right there near the top. I'm going to draw two smaller circles at the bottom. Two smaller circles. And then I'm going to give him two rainbow line eyebrows. Two rainbow line eyebrows. Okay, now it needs a beak. So I'm going to start by drawing a smiley face. And then I'm going to draw a rainbow line above it. So I started with a smiley face, drew a rainbow line above it. And then I'm going to draw another smiley face below. And that's going to make his beak. Okay, now he needs some feet. So let's look at our feet. It's going to be one big smiley face, two big smiley faces, three big smiley faces. So watch, I'm going to curve 1, 2, and 3 back up to his body. And again, I'm going to curve 1, 2, 3 back up to his body. Do they have to look exactly the same? Nope. Do they have to be perfect? Nope. Just give him 1, 2, 3 curved toes. Little smiley faces. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we need to draw his wings or his flippers on the side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the side. I'm going to come down and then I'm going to curve back up. So I come down and then I curve back up to his body. Same on both sides. Come down and then curve back up. And now our penguin is done, but we're not finished yet because right now our penguin is just kind of floating in space right now, and we know penguins don't fly that well. They don't fly at all. So we need to give our penguin somewhere to stand. So our penguin is going to be floating on a piece of ice in the middle of the water. And penguins, we learned, live at the South Pole in Antarctica. South Pole. Okay, so to draw the ice, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a circle around my penguin. So I'm going to start beside his foot and I'm going to draw a circle to the other side. So watch. So I drew a circle around from one side to the other side. Now I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I'm going to move my paper over and I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see how I do the next step. So watch carefully. On either side of my circle here, I'm going to draw a little line straight down, just a little one, just a little one. And then I'm going to draw a smiley face connecting them. And now it makes my ice look like it's 3D. Let's zoom back out. Makes my ice look 3D. Makes it look really, really cool. But we're not done yet because he's on his ice. But now we got to finish the ocean. So finish drawing his ice, and then we're going to draw the ocean, and we're going to draw those big icebergs or glaciers that are behind him. Okay, now to draw the water, what is I am going to back here, I'm going to make a dot right there, just right there. Can you see my dot? Can you see that one dot I made? Make your dot right about there. Now, I'm going to draw a smiley face from that dot to the edge of my paper. Little smiley face. Now from that dot, I'm going to draw a smiley face to my penguin. And And I've made some waves, didn't I? That's a really easy way to make waves. Just a couple smiley faces. So then I'm going to come over to the other side and I'm going to make another dot over here on this side. And again, I'm going to make a smiley face to the edge of the paper. And then I'm going to make a smiley face to my penguin. And now I've got a couple more waves. Now I need to draw the icebergs or glacier that is behind him. So I'm going to start right here in the middle of my paper. And I'm just going to draw a wavy diagonal line down. I want to make a crooked diagonal line. Then I'm going to come to the other side and I'm going to make another crooked diagonal line. So it's like a upside down V just floating in the sky right now, but that's okay because we're going to finish it. Now I'm going to start a little bit lower and I'm going to draw another one going up. And see how I made this one touch that one? So it looks like this one is in front of this one. And then I just draw it off to the edge of my paper. Now over here on this one, I'm just going to draw a little wavy line, kind of make it look like there's a crack in the ice. And then we'll add another crack over here on this one. Just to make it look a little more interesting. Okay, now on this line, I'm going to come up a little bit. I'm going to make a little diagonal line. And then this one is going to go all the way over to the edge of my paper. And then I'm just going to add one more little wavy crack. And now I've got the icebergs or the glaciers behind my penguin. And the last thing I need to do is draw a big circle in the sky for my sun. And now I'm done drawing. So finish drawing water, your icebergs, and your sun, and then we're going to start coloring. So finish drawing and then put your pencil to the side and we'll start coloring here in just a few seconds. Okay, the first color we're going to start with is yellow. So once you're done drawing, yellow marker, and we're going to outline the sun. Are we coloring it in with a marker? Nope, we're just going over our pencil lines, just tracing over our pencil lines. And that's the only thing I need yellow for. So once I've outlined my sun, I can snap that cap and put my yellow away. And then the next color I'm going to need is orange. Now the only things that are orange on our penguin are his beak and his 2 feet. So those are the only 3 things that we're going to outline, his beak and his 2 feet. So again, I'm going to go around the pencil lines. Now, if you drew your beak a little bit small and when you're outlining it colors in, is that okay? Absolutely, we can color small things with a marker. We just don't want to color big things. Then I'm going to trace around his feet. So I did his feet and his beak, and now I am finished. And I can put my orange away. So if you're finished with those, we're going to go ahead and color in our sun and our orange. So we're going to color in the yellow sun. And then we'll get our orange crayon and color in his beak and his feet. And remember, we color neatly, we color lightly, we stay in lines, and we fill up. Sun is yellow. So finish coloring with your crayon, and then we're going to move on to our next color, which will be black. So if you're ready, you can go ahead and get your black marker out and just wait a few minutes. We're going to give some people some time to catch up. Okay, everybody needs to get their black marker. And we're going to start on our penguin. So the first thing we're going to do is his eyebrows. Trace over his little rainbow line eyebrows. Okay, then we're going to do the big circle of his eyes. Those big circles. And then since the little one is so little, we're just going to color those in with our marker. So the little circle, color in with your marker, not the big one, the little one. Okay, now we're going to do the little egg inside. Trace around the little egg. Then we're going to do the big egg. And then we're going to do each of his little flippers. And once you've done that, you snap that cap, put your marker up, and find your black crayon. The only thing we're coloring black on our penguin are his two flippers and the space between the big and little egg. The middle, here where his face and his beak are, we're leaving that white, okay? So let's start with the flippers. We'll work outside in. Color neatly, color lightly, stay in the lines and fill up the whole. Do both flippers first. And then do the space between the big egg and the little egg, all the way around. Take your time. We've got plenty of time today. We are not in a hurry. Okay, once you've colored in your penguin, you can put your black crayon up, and we're going to finish our drawing. So finish coloring your penguin, 2 flippers, and then the space between the big egg and the little egg. That's the only thing that's going to be black today. The next color will be blue. So once you're done with your black, get your blue marker out. You need your blue marker. Okay, blue marker. First thing we're going to do is we're going to outline around the piece of ice he's floating on. So do the circle, then the 2 little straight lines, and then you do the little smiley face underneath. We're not coloring it in, we're just going over our pencil lines. We're going to leave white. Okay, next thing we're going to do are the waves, those little smiley faces that we drew for the waves. And then we're going to go over the icebergs or the mountains. I'm going to go over those with my blue marker, just tracing over the lines, not coloring them in. We're going to leave those white too, because these are made out of ice and snow, so they're going to stay white. But I'm going to trace over them with a blue line, a blue marker. And then once I'm done, I can snap that cap. And I'm ready for my blue crayon. So finish that and then get your blue crayon. So finish tracing, take a few more seconds, and then get your blue crayon. Okay, now, blue crayon. We're going to color the water blue, and we're going to color the sky blue. Are we coloring the piece of ice blue? Nope. Are we coloring the iceberg glaciers blue? Nope. Nope. These are white. This is white. Just the water and sky. And again, if you want to tilt your paper, turn your paper so it's easier to color, you can always twist your paper however you need to so your hand doesn't hurt. We don't want our hands to hurt while we color because we've got a lot to color today. Blue. A lot of water, a lot of sky. And remember, we color neatly, color lightly, stay in the lines, and fill up the whole space. And again, if you color lightly, you can color really fast. See how fast I'm coloring? It's almost like my video is being forwarded. I'm coloring so fast because I'm barely touching my crayon to the table. But then when I go around something, I gotta go slow so I don't accidentally color in those lines. And if you get some crayon on the table, that's fine. It'll wipe up. Not a big deal. Try to color all in. We don't want to leave any white spots in our water or sky. The only thing we want to be white is our ice and snow and the belly of our penguin. I gotta be very careful and pay attention to what I'm coloring so I don't accidentally color in anything that's not supposed to be blue. So I've got all of my water blue. I see some spots over here I didn't quite get dark enough, so I want to go back over those with my crayon. So they're all colored in. So I've got all the water done. If you're still working on the water, take your time. We're not in a hurry. I color faster than you, which is okay. You guys are just learning and getting the hang of it. But now I'm going to color my sky. And again, I'm going to twist my paper around so it's easier for me to color. And I got to be careful coloring around my sun because I want my sun to stay yellow. And if I accidentally color over my sun with a blue crayon, I'll be mixing blue and yellow. So then what color would I be making? Who can remember, what does blue and yellow make? Does it make green? Yes, it does. Blue and yellow makes green. I don't want a green sun. I want my sun to stay yellow and my sky to stay blue. There's no green in this picture. Back and fill in some spots I might have missed when I was coloring. I see a few. It's okay to miss spots, but we can always go back over with our gun and fill them in until our picture looks exactly the way we want it to look. And then once I'm finished, I can put my blue crayon up. If you're not finished, keep coloring. You've got some time. And when you're done, you're going to have a cute little penguin. So I hope you're fun learning about our 3 peculiar penguins and drawing a penguin of your own. And finish coloring. And until next time.